Hi there, my lovelies. This is Jana here. Welcome to my kitchen. So today we're going to make something very nice, which I have been making for a while now, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna share it because sharing is love, and this channel is all about love. So this is a garbanzo beans or a chickpeas bread, which is gluten-free, minimal ingredients, maximum taste, because you can season it the way you want. It is beautiful and it's ready in I don't know, less than an hour, or way less than an hour. What am I talking about? So let's dig into the recipe. And here I have the chickpeas, and they have to be cooked and very well drained. Remember, very well drained, okay? We don't want any kind of unnecessary liquids in this recipe. So now we're going to add some salt, some garlic powder, any kind of oil of your preference, but I highly recommend olive oil because it complements the flavors beautifully. So that is my preference. This recipe, can it be oil-free? I'm afraid not, because this is already a very minimal ingredients recipe, and if you don't add the oil here, it's going to get really mushy, really I don't know the word, but it's like it's going to be not fluffy, you know. I'm out of words today. I'm sorry, but it happens. This is real life, so that's how it is. And now we're going to add a quarter cup of plant-based milk or water. Now listen, children, the plant-based milk that you choose, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. It has to be unsweetened, okay? Repeat with me, unsweetened. If you don't have unsweetened plant-based milk, just add water. And I'll just blend it very well. Alright, so now you're going to end up with this thick paste. It's going to get even thicker because now we're going to add a cornstarch, okay, or potato starch, doesn't really matter. And we're going to add it. It's going to firm up a little bit more. And now you cover it and let it sit for 15 minutes. Just so all the liquids get absorbed and everything gets incorporated well. Alright, so now is the time we're going to add some baking powder and a few drops of lemon, okay? The lemon will activate a little bit more the baking powder because we're not using eggs, remember? So we need help for it to get fluffy and to raise, okay? And now we're going to put it in the skillet. It's going to be a small skillet because this bread is pretty small. And now I need you to pay attention to those very important details. Your skillet needs to be thick, okay? Because the thicker it is, the better it will distribute the heat. So it is important that your stove is gas. I know, you have tried to make those kind of breads and it didn't work because you have induction. Yeah, I know, me too. If you want to bake, you can bake it for 30 to 35 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius, and that's it. But if you want to make it on your stove top, like I said, it's going to be 30 minutes to 35 in the lowest flame possible, okay? Now, this time may vary because of your stove, because of a lot of variants, so I don't know, variables. I don't know. Just keep an eye on it, okay? And you cover. Don't open because the baking powder needs to do its job, and if you uncover it, it's going to ruin. So you cover it and let it sit there cooking in the lowest flame, I repeat, for 30 to 35 minutes.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Alright, so now we're going to flip it, and now it's your call. If you think that your skillet needs a little bit more oil, now is the time. And now you flip it, and now you let it cook covered again for 5 to 7 minutes. Again, this time will vary, depends on a lot of things. So keep an eye on it, and once you remove it from the stove or from the oven, then you need to wait until it's completely room temperature for you to cut it, okay? Because this is gluten-free. The gluten-free cakes and breads, they require a little bit of a different treatment. And for this specific one, it needs to be cut when it's warm, almost room temperature at least, but preferably at room temperature.
You're the fire, you're the flare, you're the song inside my head, and I will taste every note. Feels so good when you're in my head, and it's the road I figured and the curse I've been living, the flag I'm giving, a signal. Pick me up. Pick me up again, come on, pick me up now. So you're the fire, you're the flare, you're the song inside my head.
How about this bread? Don't you love it? I think it's so easy. I think it's some sort of an emergency bread. I love making these kind of recipes here because sometimes we're in a hurry and sometimes we're just fed up of the same old breads and stuff. So if you want the printable recipe, head over to my website. It's going to be over here, www.chefjanapinheiro.com, over here, always, as well as the measurements and the method, all on my website. So head over there. And this is it for today. Let me know if you like it. If you make it, please tag me on Facebook and Instagram. And I will see you next time as always. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.